Okay, I think YouTube is also working. That call was actually from Creator. So thank you very much, Creator Club, for being extra proactive. I really appreciate it. Manav, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Great, 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 great. Good. So all the tech problems are taken care of. I think YouTube is also live now. Yes, we are live on YouTube also. Sahi hai, Karan? Okay, great. So welcome to today's live stream. And today's agenda, of course, is going to be daily market analysis. Okay, Vignesh, thanks. Yes, in case anyone's wondering, Vignesh is the creator club rep, and he was very kind to just make sure that all the tech problems are sorted. So ye creator. Okay, I hope my screen is visible. I hope my screen is visible. I hope आप लोग सभी को मेरी स्क्रीन दिख रही है. अगर आपको दिख रही है तो कमेंट्स में बता दीजिए. Yes, it's visible. Great. All right. So today's agenda is going to be looking at the markets, daily market analysis करेंगे. We'll just see where the market is at, where I feel it might be headed, और उससे हम लोग समझने की try करते हैं that how this expiry might be. Of course, as I said, these live streams that we do every Tuesday and Thursday, one is on Tuesday and the other is on the expiry day. So expiry में हमें पता चलेगा, we'll be there live from 3 to 3:30 at least. So वो तो हमें पता चलेगा, but let's see how the markets are placed right now. Of course, this is also important because Diwali is approaching, and typically we do see that मुहूर्त trading के आसपास थोड़ा बहुत तो action होता है. Plus results are also there, so quite a few things going on. Let's observe. So यहाँ पे this is Nifty's daily chart. I'll remove all the drawings, remove all the indicators, just so we can see exactly क्या हो रहा है. Nifty has closed at 17,487 almost, and this is up 175 points or 1.01%. Healthy amount. हम लोग ने देखा था कि yesterday, the previous session, we saw a gap down, but then prices were able to hold up almost above previous close, which means कि bulls ने already कल ही थोड़ी सी entry दिखा दी थी, and today they just sort of reaffirmed because gap up हुआ था. Obviously, gap up को अगर हम निकालते हैं, so if we don't consider the gap, then the actual movement hasn't been that much. In fact, if I show you the 1 hour chart, you can see this is the 1 hour range, right? You can see most of the trading, not only did it happen within the first hour candle, but if you see this is the first hour candle का 50%, most of it happened in that range. आप देख सकते हो how narrow and how tight the movements were, that पहले घंटे की रेंज छोड़ो, पहले घंटे की रेंज की एक्सट्रीमिटीज को भी टच नहीं कर पाया था, which is just how flat the market was. And this is not something unusual. We have seen this happening before. जब ये एक बड़ा gap up होता है, the market sort of stalls, especially when it feels that ठीक है, कोई trigger नहीं है, कोई direction नहीं है, there is no real factor that pulls the market up. Of course, कोई भी side है ऊपर नीचे, the market has to have some or the other factor that is influencing it. So maybe that is one thing that we're seeing. अभी अगर हम levels डाल देते हैं in the mix to just understand where Nifty was taking support and resistance from today, we can see the resistance for today was actually around 17,500 to 17,525. So going ahead, when you look at tomorrow's session, आप देख सकते हो कि 17,500 525 के ऊपर अगर ट्रेड करता है और अगर ऊपर खुलता है, then we can actually expect prices to go almost till 17,700. Again, it's a possibility. I'm not saying it's a certainty. It's a possibility. क्योंकि अगर ये level तोड़ते हैं, then the next major level one can argue is somewhere around here, around 650 or so. But after that, the major level happens to be around here, 17,700 के आसपास. So in more ways than one, I would say tomorrow will be a good test because ये resistance टूट पाता है कि नहीं, we'll be able to see. Of course, if the resistance is well rejected, because if the resistance is not breached, then we might see a retest of this level, which is 17,427. Happens to be around today's low. अगर आज का low अगर हम देखते हैं, then today's low was 434, so right around that ballpark itself. And it is the previous swing high in a way आप कह सकते हो. अगर intraday price movements की बात करते हैं, then this is the overall movement that we saw. Again, we can see there was a mild bearish bias at least throughout the day. थोड़ा सा bearish bias देख रहे थे because we were seeing that the highs were actually going down. Now the one positive thing in this was that we were still seeing कि the lows were not consistently low. So typically downtrend के लिए ऐसा होना चाहिए where the lows are also going low and the highs are also going low. यहाँ पे एक criteria fulfilled था, which means कि it was a classic sign of a range, classic sideways market का trend था वो. And again, overall, as we saw, it is within this range, and then the range started getting narrower. Again, I stand by my statement कि अगर 17,500 को cross कर पाते हैं, then we will be able to clear the higher levels. Okay. I was seeing someone else today. He said Oberoi Realty target price is 800. Can you check? अब एक आर की रेंज को नेक्स्ट डे अपर साइड ब्रेक करता है, वी मे सी अ गुड मूव बिकॉज इट वाज अ कंसोलिडेशन इन द 1 hour रेंज. सी लॉजिकली दैट मेक्स सेंस, ऐसे भी होता है. देयर इज अ वेरी गुड चांस वी एक्चुअली डू सी दैट हैपनिंग, बट द थिंग इज इट इज नॉट वेरी बाइनरी, एटलीस्ट फ्रॉम व्हाट आई हैव सीन इन द मार्केट. क्योंकि बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि ठीक है चलो हम लोग अगर ये रेंज मानते हैं 17,500 की, and then let's say we hold above, or maybe कल के दिन पे at least we see the same sideways trend continuing. Wednesday है, so typically we always say कि volatile Wednesday है, so maybe there is a chance that that happens. But ultimately क्या है, समझो अगर ऊपर जाता है and maybe we see some resistance around here and then it just reverses sharp and suddenly, then you shouldn't be caught off guard. So yes, technically and intuitively it does make sense कि अगर आज की जो range है जहां से उसे troubles मिले हैं, अगर उसको तोड़ पाता है, then that does mean that the bulls are actually able to overcome the pressure by bears. But just keep in mind कि that alone will not mean कि Nifty बस ऊपर ही ऊपर जाता रहेगा. The reason why I say this is because some people tend to have that notion कि अगर अभी ऊपर गया है, there's a chance it will continue going up. I'm not saying you do, I'm just saying some people do. What's your view on UTI Gold ETF? We'll talk about that, Manav. I personally don't have UTI Gold ETF holdings, but I'm happy to talk about ETFs and gold ETFs in general. So this was Nifty. Bank Nifty अगर देखना है, we can see it is above 40,300. In yesterday's video, हम लोग ने बात की थी कैसे one resistance level that I see is around 40,200. वो level को cross कर दिया. In fact, we can see on the daily chart, this resistance level is what we had marked, and here we can see there's a spinning top happening. Can someone tell me spinning top का मतलब क्या होता है? What does a spinning top signify? I know what it means. We can see spinning top looks like this, but what does it signify? इसका अर्थ क्या है? What does it mean कि ये spinning top है? Can someone tell me please? Ambuja Cement, Vijay, we'll look at them, time permitting of course, which ideally time should permit us. We're well in time at least right now. Someone, come on, we're 3 of us on YouTube and we are 20 of us on Creator. Do you come daily on Creator? Tarun, I come twice a week. I come bi-weekly. So every Tuesday and every Thursday, I am live on Creator. Typically the timings are 3 to 3:30. Today, however, we started at 3:30. So abhi jo Thursday aayega, right? The Thursday that will come, 20th October, we'll be live on Creator from 3 to 3:30. Okay. And of course, Creator is where I go live. But in case anyone else wants to catch, of course, YouTube पे भी stream हो रहा है. So अगर आप YouTube पे देख रहे हो, then आप YouTube पे भी same time पे देख सकते हो मुझे. And yes, as Rahil has said, this basically means that neither the buyers nor the sellers were able to get the upper hand. In a way, what it means is कि it was like a stalemate. It showed that stalemate से भी एक आगे, more than that, it showed some indecisiveness. It shows hesitation. It shows that prices were not able to clearly break or clearly come down from that level. And as such, हम लोग उसको ऐसे interpret कर सकते हैं that maybe there is likely some selling happening here. Again, you can see right at this level itself, we saw the resistance and we had marked it. इसके लिए I believe yesterday's video, you can check it out where we have marked these and my logic and such, yesterday or one of the previous videos. But यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो, this is the general zone that I was looking at, और उस हिसाब से मैंने यहाँ पे मार्क किया था 40,300 पे. Now if we do see let's say a rejection of this, rejection मेरे हिसाब से sort of official in a way तब होगा जब जनरल ये वाला जो जोन है उसके नीचे हम ट्रेड करने लगते हैं. And this zone again happens to be around that 40,200 mark. So 40,200 के नीचे अगर जाते हैं, then I do feel कि maybe we see today's previous close being retested, which is around 850 to 870 or so. अगर ऊपर जाता है, if we're able to close above 40,400, 500, then I feel the next logical level in my view would be somewhere around here, the zone that I have marked. And that level happens to be around 40,800 से लेके 41,000 के आसपास. So it's a bit of a wide range, I know, but then again, Bank Nifty आदमी ऐसा है. Bank Nifty is just like that. So even though today net basis it's just 1% up, 400 points, we still know that Bank Nifty, when it wants to go, it'll just go, it'll leave Nifty behind also. This is what the 5-minute chart looks like. Very unlike Nifty. Nifty में हम लोग ने देखा था कि there was a bit of a lower high situation going on. Bank Nifty में starting में ये देखा था, but then हम लोग ने थोड़ा सा lower high देखा. So we saw sort of both extremities happening with Bank Nifty, and then of course we can see this and this happening. So I would say second half के अंदर Bank Nifty was a little weaker because in Nifty's case we were trading somewhere around here. Bank Nifty is a little lower, but again that's fine. I don't think that this particular thing is likely to affect trend in such a big way कि सिर्फ ये particular pattern के ऊपर पूरा market कल decide होगा. So that's my quick view. Can you do analysis on Tata Coffee? Sure, I don't mind if we have the time. बैंक में अच्छा stock, बैंक में अच्छा stock I'd say कि just देखो chart पे क्या ऐसा लग रहा है कि worthwhile है. So typically मैं क्या करता हूँ, जो अच्छे well known names हैं उन्हें देखता हूँ charts. For instance यहाँ पे HDFC बैंक में हम देख सकते हैं कि मेरा जो resistance zone है वहीं से नीचे आ रहा है. So this is one stock that I would typically avoid. IC बैंक अगर देखना है, again we can see this is showing some signs of exhaustion, or at least थोड़ा सा ऊपर आके sort of stagnate जैसा हो गया है at a psychological level. 896 है, which means 900 का psychological level भी उसे लग सकता है. So again this is not something I'd take. SBI अगर देखना है, a lot of strength, but SBI अगर यहाँ पे हम देखते कल, then SBI would have been a good pick because we can see उसने ये consolidated resistance जो है उसे तोड़ा, and today it showed a very good up move of around 3.5%. But अगर आज की बात करते हैं, again we can see it is heading in this zone. So accordingly I would filter the stocks और उस हिसाब से मैं देखूंगा. I'd suggest you try to look at it in a similar way. In terms of specific stock picks, to be honest, मैंने उतने banks देखे नहीं है. I'm just sharing my methodology with you. So आप भी आप देख सकते हो कि exactly how I would filter them, and then you can make a decision. Perhaps Axis Bank अगर ये level से, if it is able to hold on to this level, then maybe it might do good as well. But again, no trade as of now in any of these banks. No fresh trade as of now. अगर fresh trade होता तो मैं आपको बता देता. So that is the scene. What time frame do you apply Fibo? So Tarun, good question. Fibonacci, I typically look for higher time frames only. Ideally for Fibs, I'd look at 1 hour to daily. This is for levels. अगर मुझे जानना है intraday reversal points का, then I would apply Fib on either 5 minute or on 15 minute. But intraday Fibs का intraday दिखा के मतलब नहीं है. For instance, if you see, let's say we do a fib here and we take it till here, you will get an idea of where prices are reversing from, but that will only be valid for today. कल के लिए वो valid नहीं होगा. So if you're trading intraday, if your only purpose is to find intraday reversal zones, then sure, intraday fibs are fine. Otherwise, I typically look at 1 hour or daily chart. All right, I think that's about it for our general analysis. Now I think we can एक quickly हम लोग NSE की website देख लेते हैं just to understand what the scene was. यहाँ पे हम देख सकते हैं that VIX is down by 5.2%, an important figure. 17.45 पे है, which means it has closed well below 18. And typically below 17 is when we have started seeing some very lazy option movement. So अगर 17 के नीचे ही रहता है कंसिस्टेंटली, then I would say option movements थोड़े से इतने slow और laggy हो जाएंगे that you will feel that prices are a little lethargic. You might feel कि अच्छा मेरा trade तो ऐसे सही जाना चाहिए but it's not moving. So those things can happen. So in that case, even a low VIX is not good, even a high VIX is not good. Otherwise, these are the sectors. We can see PSU banks, once again, they've done well. PSU banks did well yesterday also, and they've done well today also. Private banks have let the market down a little, as we saw. We saw HDFC Bank, we saw ICICI Bank, we saw Kotak Bank and such. Nifty gainers, SBI at the top. Nifty losers, NTPC and HDFC at the bottom. Losers में उतने कुछ है नहीं. No loser more than 1%, which is a good sign. Can you actually make money in intraday? It depends. See, any type of trading or any type of making money you want to do, you have to find an edge. That means you have to find something which someone else has not explored or at least exploited yet, and you need to be the first one. अगर आप वो कर सकते हो, then absolutely you can. अगर आप वो नहीं कर सकते, then until the time you are able to find that edge, it will be an uphill battle to make consistent money. Money banega, money jayega bhi, but unless you find that edge, it will be a little tricky to make consistent gains. UTI gold ETF. Okay, so gold ETFs in general, मैं क्या करता हूँ typically कि if I have some special occasion or something, for instance, this birthday of mine, I parked some funds in gold ETF. Or let's say if I am not sure about where the markets might be headed, अगर मुझे थोड़ा सा hesitation हो रहा है, but I have some confidence in where gold is looking, और मेरे को लगता है कि ठीक है, gold does not look too shabby, then I might enter into gold ETFs. I personally do not trade them otherwise. For instance, ये वाला जो एक long term trend line break था, इसे मैंने trade किया था, and I believe this was reasonably profitable for me, around 5 to 7% if I'm not wrong. Amount उतना बड़ा नहीं रखा था, but then again, my intention was different. So with gold ETFs, personally, I use them as like a tertiary investment way, if you will, कि अगर ऐसा लगता है that the other asset classes are not looking good, then maybe I look at gold. Otherwise, typically उतना expose नहीं करता gold को. Even more so because gold prices have been extremely choppy, as you can see. So unless you're able to catch gold at such a level, does not make much sense to me. And even if I do, I'll try to buy at such levels and then I'll try to exit at such levels. होता नहीं है हमेशा, obviously. No one can accurately 100% of the time predict tops and bottoms, but I do actively make sure to at least attempt to do so when I feel कि दूसरे opportunities नहीं है. From an investing point of view, I feel as of now gold is not really the greatest. Far too many things going on in the world. अगर हम लोग global gold देखते हैं, XAU USD, maybe once that also starts showing some promising signs, we might be able to see something. In general, when we see a sort of recessionary environment, or we see higher interest rates being used, at that time typically commodity prices are not very bullish. So वैसा है. Next up, what are we looking at? Ambuja Cements. We'll quickly take a look at these stocks, by the way, because I don't want to खींचोफाई this meeting longer than required. ये तो delete कर सकते हैं अब. Ambuja Cements consolidating, not something I'd look at just yet. Moving averages भी देख लेते हैं. We can see ideally if you sort of want to take it, maybe around 50 MA it might be a good level. But otherwise, as of now, I wouldn't, because हम लोग ने 20 MA जो first line of defense होती है उसका तो rejection already देख लिया है. टाटा कॉफी. टाटा कॉफी बोल दिया, अभी मेरे को कॉफी पीने का मन हो रहा है. Tata Coffee looks interesting. Actually, we can see it's bouncing up from the 200 MA line. RSI is also just going above 40, which means that maybe it is trying to regain the momentum. ये 20 MA और ये जनरल एक क्लस्टर आ रहा है यहाँ पे, which might be a problem area for Tata Coffee. In general, I would say it might be a good pick. It's not a stock that I follow. So मैं आपको exact ये नहीं कह सकता. जैसे HDFC बैंक में मैंने आपको कहा right कि this is roughly where the resistance is at. So I would not really enter into it at that point. क्योंकि HDFC Bank is a stock that I trade often. Tata Coffee isn't. So general analysis I'll share, but otherwise उससे ज़्यादा analysis I since I don't do it that much personally these stocks के साथ I won't just give a blanket statement. What's your YouTube channel name? My YouTube channel's name is Stock Markets with KR. I'll be happy to share it with you. So this is the channel, as you can see, 3.01k subscribers. हम लोग ने just visited, great. हम लोग ने if you recall, live on YouTube is like 10 seconds delayed than on Creator. Yes, that's true. If you recall, by the way, what do you say? Last live stream, we were talking about how I am very close to 3,000 subscribers, and I had said ki, acha, let's subscribe with like 10, 12 away, and we'll hit 3k. Well, this live stream we're already at 3k, so yeah. Let's see. HDFC Bank spoke about it. Last time you said DLF is not a good buy. Can you please look again? Sure, Vijay, I'll take a look at DLF again. Unichem, you said the promoter ownership is high, but it's up last week. Unichem, I don't recall talking about promoter ownership because generally I don't talk about promoter ownership. So are you sure you're not mistaking me for someone else? I don't think I spoke about promoter ownership. Or, okay, I think I know what you mean. I think I know what you mean. Last live stream में हम लोग ने बात की थी. I don't think promoter ownership के बारे में बात की थी. Maybe we spoke about the volume or something. I think I know what you're talking about. But we'll take a look at the chart again. No problem. This is DLF, by the way. DLF में हम लोग देख सकते हैं that it's around this important fib level. In general, it is around an important resistance, I would say, at this point. अगर ये जोन जो है इसके ऊपर डिसाइसिवली रह सकता है अराउंड 365 के ऊपर कंसिस्टेंटली, विच मींस यहाँ से जो टर्न बैक हो रहा है 365 367, अगर उससे ऊपर जा सकता है मे बी अबव 370, देन आई फील देयर इज अ गुड चांस वी माइट सी गुड पॉजिटिव मूव्स. इन जनरल वी कैन सी इट्स अराउंड द 200 MA लाइन, बट एज ऑफ नाउ तो उसने एटलीस्ट मोमेंटम वाले मूव्स नहीं किया. आई वुड से इट्स स्टिल वर्थ कीपिंग अ क्लोजर लुक एट. Yeah, I think said movement is less and market trading shares is low. No, that was me. That was me because I remember you had asked about Unichem or some similar stock. Maybe this is when we had marked that line also. I'm not sure, but I do recall someone asking me about this stock. मैंने बोला रहेगा शायद कि उतना movement नहीं है. You can see the average trading volume is not that much. It's a 2,700 crore company. Not bad. As of now, I would not really buy at this point. Why? क्योंकि हम लोग ने in general देख रहे हैं पहले तो यहाँ पे ऐसे नीचे आ रहा है. Plus you can see that it's quite high. What's your risk reward ratio here? It's very unfavorable, I would say. It's not something I'd look at yet. But can you look? I bought at 245. So you had a very good buy average. This is a very good buy average. I hope you have been booking profits at least partially. Partial profits book करना अच्छी बात है. I'm holding. See, if you are investing, then that's a different thing. If you have taken a trade in it, तो trade के चक्कर में जो profits है वो गवा मत देना is my point. So what many people do, and I have also done in the past, is कि ट्रेड ले लिया, ऐसा लगा कि इट्स अ गुड ट्रेड, इट्स अ पॉजिटिव ट्रेड, सो यू एंटर इनटू इट, बट देन व्हाट हैपेंस इज कि what happens is कि sort of you become so obsessed by that trade and you're like नहीं और ऊपर जाएगा and it ends up not going up at all. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Don't try to keep such a mindset. If you're getting profit ले लो, enjoy करो, और दूसरे ट्रेड के अंदर डाल सकते हो आप फिर. Osman, we spoke about Kotak Bank. Kotak Bank is not looking good, at least today. Maybe in the future if it does well. But problem क्या है कि Kotak Bank के price movements थोड़े erratic हो जाते हैं. So not looking very pleasant. So sell price, Vijay, see, sell price as such नहीं है. मैं आपको logic बताता हूँ कि if let's say it is a trade for you. Okay, let's say it is an actual trade for you. It is not an investment for you. Assuming it's not an investment, then if you see कि prices reject हो रहे हैं, then you can exit part of your position. So let's say कि you have graph went away. Yes, because I had stopped sharing my screen for a bit. Let's say कि यहाँ पे your view was कि if prices go down below 350, you will exit. Let's say you have 100 shares right now. Let's say you decide that you will exit 30 of them. You will book profit in 30 of them. तो इतना कुछ कर सकते हो. If you're trading, if you're investing, then investing is a different approach. You either hodl or you sort of say कि अच्छा मैं dividends या कुछ enjoy करूंगा. Dividend कितना है इसका? ₹4 dividend on 300 rupees. Not very good, right? 1% से थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा, 1.25% or so. So how is it giving? Yeah, it's giving quarterly dividends, right? Quarterly dividends भी regular है कि नहीं है? I'm not sure. Not always regular. Assuming quarterly dividends, that ends up being around 5% per year in dividends alone. Not a very good dividend yield either. So you can sort of consider it that way. But anyway, I think some good questions. Now I just wanted to tell you about this new new platform that I found. So it's basically ET Money Genius, and I have a link to it in my description on YouTube, and I will share a link to it on Creator also. If you feel you want it, then you can check it out. So basically, they have ready-made back-tested portfolios, and based on your risk appetite, based on your investment horizon, based on your goals and such, वो back tested portfolios जो है, back tested funds and such जो है, वो recommend करता है आपको specially for you. So it's in a way tailor made. And just for you guys, of course, there's a free trial for that also. So if you check out the link that I will be sharing in a bit, let me just find the link and I'll share it with you. वो वाले link से you will be able to get that free trial. You will be able to get that free trial for ET Money. I'll just send it to you. YouTube पे तो नहीं. There we go. This is the link. So ये link से you'll be able to sign up for the free trial. And basically, this is a good way not only to sort of get recommended with ETFs and MFs and all, but also, it helps you support the channel and support the live streams and such at no additional cost, of course, to you. And of course, as always, please keep in mind that mutual fund investments and equity market investments and such are subject to market risk. And ET Money Genius is not really guaranteeing these returns. They are not saying कि ये returns assured है. They are not saying कि जो past में returns आए थे, those are guaranteed returns. But they have done some back testing and such. So you can check their platform for more information and for more data. That was the end of video ad disclaimer. Yeah, in a way you can say that, but it's not an ad. So this was not a sponsored bit. This is just a platform, and it's an affiliate link, as you can see. If you don't want to go for it, then this thing, no pressure. But it's just a platform you can check out. Free trial है, इसलिए I thought that check कर सकते हो. Joking, the words they say in those TV ads. Yes, subject to market risk wala. Except I don't have the skills to say it that rapidly. Please check the offer documents carefully before investing and all. I can't rap like Eminem. If I could, then I would. Have you done Forex? Vijay, I have done Forex and I do teach Forex also. If you want, you can, I don't know, I think if you Google my name, you should be able to find it. Yeah, if you Google my name, look for the XM result. So if you find XM na, or you can search XM Hindi webinars. Yeah, I'll just share my screen. You can check it out. अगर forex सीखना है तो देख सकते हो. These are some free webinars that I do on XM with XM. So if you want, you can check these out. xm.com/Hindi webinars. You can just Google here. So your call. It's either way. सीखना है तो सीख सकते हो वैसा. So yeah, I think that's about it for today's live stream. I hope you found good value, and I look forward to seeing all of you in the next one. Link to webinar. You can just see. This is the link to the list of webinars. Choose the webinar that you want to attend. Sign up for it. Today the webinar is at 8 o'clock. The webinars are in Hindi. So ये तो मैं फिर भी इंग्लिश में बात करता हूँ, उसमें तो सिर्फ हिंदी में बात करूंगा. They are not there every day. My webinars are on Tuesday, Friday, and on Sunday. So it's completely free of cost. You won't have to pay a single penny. Completely free of cost. You just have to register on the XM platform. I think it asks for the MT4, MT5 ID now. So if you want, you can just create a demo account on XM. Demo account is free of cost. No need to put real money also. Would bana do demo account and then you can attend it if you want. I'm not saying you should. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying karna hai to ye option hai. Okay. Great. I think that's about it for today. Any other questions, please feel free to ask. And otherwise, we can wrap it up. Do you do algo trading? I don't do algo trading. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great Tuesday ahead. And I look forward to seeing all of you all on the YouTube channel and on Thursday in our live stream. Algo trading, is it good to do? It depends. I mean, there's such a big difference in performance that it's hard to say whether it's good or not. What I can do for you is I can share a resource. I know it will look like ये बंदा अपनी खुद की YouTube channel और सभी promote करता रहता है. I know that's the impression that someone might get. But don't worry, this YouTube video that I just sent, that is my interview with Prateek Singh of Learn app, and he talks about algo trading in that. So check out that interview. मस्त 1 घंटा का interview है, 2x 3x पे देखो and enjoy that interview. And in that, I'm sure you will get to learn more about what algo trading is and what it isn't. Okay. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next one. Happy trading, happy analysis, and take care. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed.